I'm Dr. Bergquist. I'm the founder of Peak Capacity Practice, and I create strategies for chiropractors to increase their profit, increase their freedom, and do it in a fulfilling way. I came here, the company itself hasn't even launched yet. I came here with the idea of, I had a lot of different things in my head of what we were about and what we wanted to do and who we were going to do them for, but there wasn't any clarity of what that message was to be able to speak to a very specific and defined audience, and I just needed that clarity and that focus from the Brand Builders group. I think the biggest thing I was worried about when I came was I knew some other people who had been here. They were very established businesses, very established brands, and even before coming I started to be concerned about, is this the right time for me, being that it's a company that wasn't even fully named prior to being here. Just a lot of ideas and thinking maybe this wasn't the best time, and it turned out it was the perfect time to get that clarity before I was 6 months in and had a bunch of things created that were going different directions and lacked clarity. My biggest takeaway was I tend to be the type that I have a lot of ideas, and I'll create one, kind of move forward on one idea and quickly jump to the next, and then to the next, and then to the next, where one idea never has a chance to really get traction and take hold. And probably my biggest takeaway was the focus that's needed to break through the wall with the initial core idea before piling on a bunch of other things and expanding out the offerings or the target audience. My experience has been fantastic. I had some concerns because of maybe even lack of clarity in my own mind of, am I going to be able to answer the questions that they need? And some of that came from knowing some of the other people that had been through this program that were significantly more involved in their business. And it's just still kind of in my own imagination, and it just turned out to be the perfect experience, the perfect timing for where I'm at and where I go from here. For somebody who's thinking about why is this the right time to go through this immersive process with the Brand Builders group, I think it's what I found based on my fears and what I actually got when I was here was, even though it's a very structured system, it's a very fluid system that would apply regardless of where you're at in the business, whether you're trying to refocus, rebrand, add new revenue streams. All of those things would fit into theirs regardless of where you're at in the business. I think the advice I would give somebody who's considering working with Brand Builders Group would be, I believe wherever you're at, if that's even a question in your mind, that the time's probably right. And through the course of my 2 days here, I could think back of at least 3 different businesses that I either started or thought about starting that would have been substantially different had I input this at the beginning of the process and then kept that going throughout to keep the company and the business idea evolving. So if you're even considering it, it's probably the right time for you.